Hola chicos y chicas. Today we're going to talk about something called los verbos de cambio radical, otherwise known as stem-changing verbs, and sometimes referred to as boot verbs. We'll talk a little bit later in this video about why they're called boot verbs. By now you know how to conjugate regular AR, ER, and IR verbs. We start with an infinitivo, or an infinitive, such as bailar, or to dance. The first step is to drop the ending, in this case the AR, from the verb bailar. That leaves us with bail. Bail is now the stem. From there, we add the appropriate ending based on who's doing the action. For instance, if we want to say that I dance, we start with bail, our stem. We add the ending o, yo bailo, I dance. But not every verb has a regular stem. Some of them require a change. Therefore, logically, they're called stem-changing verbs. Let's use the verb jugar, or to play, that is part of our unit. What is the stem of the verb jugar? Hopefully you said jug, which is what's left after we drop off the AR ending. The letter U in the stem jug is going to change to a UE. Now we have jueg as the stem. From there, we add the appropriate ending based on who's doing the action. If I want to say you play, let's start with our stem, jueg, add our ending, as, tú juegas, you play. Do you remember that very first slide we saw in this presentation? Why are they called boot verbs? Well, let's find out. Most stem-changing verbs will have a change, but not all. Only the ones inside of the boot. What does that mean, inside the boot? Let's write all 6 conjugations and see if you can see the boot. Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan. Do you see the boot? It's okay if you don't. Let's keep going. You look at the ones in red, they form a boot. Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan. Can you see the boot now? Nosotros and vosotros ones are outside of the boot and do not change. Do you see how they're outside the boot? Here are some of the other boot verbs or stem-changing verbs that we're going to use in this unit. Write the meanings and stem changes on the note-taking sheet that was provided for you. Pause this video to get your sheet. Otherwise, take some notes on a scratch piece of paper. You can always put them into the note-taking sheet, which is a Google document. Empezar, to start or begin. Empezar, E changes to an IE. Entender, to understand. The E also changes to an IE. Poder, to be able to. The O will change to a UE. Preferir, to prefer. The E will change to an IE. Do you recognize that one? We've already been using it without even knowing it. Prefiero, prefieres. We used it in another unit. Querer, to want. The E will change to an IE. Either use your note-taking sheet or grab a piece of scratch paper and let's practice a few. Pause after each one and then check your answers. Yo empezar. Yo empiezo. Tú entender. Tú entiendes. Ella poder. Ella puede. Nosotros preferir. Nosotros preferimos. But do you notice? There's no stem change. It's outside the boot. Ellos querer. Ellos quieren. Hopefully this video helps.